Good day, good day, good day. My name is Howard Martell, and we are going to have a very unique series called Shiny Object Syndrome. This is going to be in a few parts. We're going to keep it very easy to follow and understand that the shiny object syndrome is real. So, what we're going to be discussing today is I'm Howard Martell, home profit coach. And we're going to be talking about the shiny object syndrome, how it constantly is jumping from offer to offer can wreck your focus and turn off prospects. And follow up fundamentals on how consistent, respectful follow up is where a huge part of your income really lives. But there's an elephant in the room. We need to talk about it. What if you're listening to this and thinking, Howard, I've been that person. I've promoted too many things and I've jumped from one opportunity to another. I've gone silent on my list and then popped back up with something completely different. What if you feel like you've already burned some bridges with your audience? If that's you, stay with me because this episode is all about rebuilding trust, how to honestly repair your reputation with prospects, subscribers, and even friends and family who's watched your journey. In this episode, we're going to cover the signs that your audience trust has been taking a hit, the mindset shift. You need to stop beating yourself up and start rebuilding in a simple three-step plan to reset, introduce yourself, and move forward with integrity. By the end, you'll have a clear, practical way to start fresh without pretending the past didn't happen. So, how do you know trust has been damaged? Let's start with the honest signs that trust with your audience has taken a hit. See if any of these sound familiar. Your open rates, response rates have dropped compared to earlier. People don't reply to messages like they used to. And when you share a new offer, you get more silence than questions. Friends or families roll their eyes when they say, "This time I found a real one." Sometimes the clear sign is inside. You feel a little hesitant hitting send on the emails. You wonder, do they even take me seriously anymore? Part of you is embarrassed about some of the things you've promoted in the past. And if that's you, hear this clearly. You're not alone. You're not ruined. This doesn't have to be the end of your story. Here's the truth. Almost every long term marketer has a season they're not proud of. The season where they chase hype, share things they didn't really understand, promoted something more because of the promise than because of the proof. The difference between those who stay stuck in the guilt and those who rebuild is what they do next. So before we get into the strategy, we need a mindset shift. The mindset shift from shame to stewardship. If you've been in the game for a long while, you made mistakes. So have I. So has anyone, everyone who's honest. You might be thinking, I'm confused, my audience. I lost credibility. I don't know if I deserve their trust back. Here's the mindset shift I want you to make. Instead of shame, I'm a bad marketer. I messed up. I'm done. Think in terms of stewardship. I may have mishandled some things before, but I can choose to handle my audience and my message directly from here on out. Stewardship is about what you do now, not what you did then. You can go back and erase old promotions. You can't unsend past emails, but you can own where you've been, clarify where you're going, and start showing up consistently in a way that earns back trust over time. Notice that phrase, over time. Trust doesn't rebuild with one email or one apology. It rebuilds through honesty, consistency, and alignment where your words and actions finally match over the long term. So, with the mindset, no one's beating you up. Let's talk about a clear, practical three-step plan to rebuild. The three-step trust plan. ARC, acknowledge, reset, and commitment. Acknowledge the past, reset expectations, and commit to a focused path. Let's walk through each one, and I'll give you an example language you can adapt for emails, messages, even videos. One, acknowledge the past. You can't rebuild trust by pretending nothing happened. Your audience isn't dumb. They saw the changes. They noticed the stop and start. The most powerful thing you do is gently acknowledge it without oversharing or beating yourself up. Example of what you might say in email or video. If you've been on my list for a while, you probably noticed I've promoted a few different things over the last couple of years. I've noticed a lot in time, some things I'm proud of, some things I definitely do differently. Or you might have seen me jumping around between different tools and opportunities. If you ever felt confused or scattered, I get it, and I want to acknowledge that. Notice you're not writing a 3-page confession. You're not throwing past companies or programs under the bus. You're simply saying, I see what you saw, and I'm not going to pretend I didn't happen. Even that simple honest alone sets you apart from 90% of the marketers who just vanish and reappear as if nothing happened. Reset expectations. After acknowledging the past, you want to clearly tell your audience what to expect from your going forward. This is where you bring stability back into the picture. Here's example language. Going forward, here's what you can expect from me: fewer promotions, more practical training and tips you can actually use. I focus on your core business and offer instead of jumping from one thing to another. And and honestly, it's about working for me and what isn't so you can make better decisions for yourself. Or the main goal now is to help specific type of person you serve with a specific outcome using your core approach. So that's what my email and content will be about moving forward. This step is important because trust grows in clarity. When people know who you are, what you're about, and what you're talking about, they don't feel like they have to brace for surprise pitches every week. C, commit to focus path and invite them along. The last step is to share what you actually committed to now and to invite them to stick around if the path serves them. Here's an example. After learning a lot, testing, and yes, some wrong turns, I've decided to focus my time and energy on your main system offer. Why? Because it lines up with what I believe. It's something I actually use and it's something I feel I can stand behind long term. Then give them simple choice. If that sounds like something that could help you, I'd be honored if you stick around. If it's not a fit where you are right now, I completely understand. You can unsubscribe at any time, no hard feelings. This shows strength and not desperation. You're saying, I know who I am and what I'm building. I respect your right to choose, and I'm not going to try to twist your arm. And then this part is huge. You follow through. You stop jumping to new offers every month. You focus your content, your promotion, your follow up around one clear path. Let your audience see that this isn't just talk. You really are doing things differently now. Over time, people feel that some who wrote you off quietly will start opening your emails again. Some will reply with, I appreciate your honesty. Some might say, I've been burned before, but I'm willing to give you another look. That's how trust is built, not overnight, but by brick. So we've got a good amount of time still left. So let's get on to the next portion of practical action steps. Action step one, decide your core path. You cannot rebuild trust if you're still secretly hunting for the next thing behind the scenes. So ask yourself, if I had to plant my flag in one core business tool or offer for the next 6 to 12 months, what would it be? What can I honestly stand behind and use myself? Personally, myself, I've used our AI tools at World Profit. It's been around for 32 years. I've been with them for 16, almost 17 years, people. And I'm going to tell you, it's transformed my business and it continues to. Now, this year, we've introduced AI platform and tools. And man, is it really building my list and helping thousands of markets across the globe because it's global. That becomes center of your content, you follow up, and your promotion. Now, what World Profit does, it allows me to promote one marketplace that you see on the screen down below. And that is my one-stop shop, a store that has both digital and physical products like Amazon that pays you to shop, share, and earn, or get paid to stay. That's right. You get paid to stay just to keep a position within our organization. Draft a reintroduction email. This could be an email list, a post to your Facebook group, or a short video to share with the audience. Use the ARC structure. Acknowledge. You've seen me promoting different things. I've learned from that. Reset. Here's what you can expect from me going forward. Commit. Here's the path I'm focused on, and now why. Keep it under a page or 3 minutes to 5 minutes of a video. Direct and humble, but confident. Action step three. Back up with consistency. For the next 90 days, let your action tell the story. Stick to your chosen path. Share useful tips, stories, insight related to the path. Follow up using the CAR framework from the last episode and resist the urge to jump when a new shiny email hits your inbox. After 90 days of consistent, reliable behavior, you won't feel different. You'll be different in the audience's eyes. Let's recap today's episode. If you promoted too many things or jumped around online business, your audience may have taken a hit, but that doesn't mean the story's over. The key is to shift from shame to stewardship. You can't change the past, but you can choose how you show up. The ARC plan helps you rebuild, acknowledge the past, reset expectations, and commitment to a focused path. If you remember one thing from this episode, let this be. Trust can be rebuilt when your honesty, your clarity, and your consistency line up over time. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Send me an email at homeprofitcoach2012@gmail.com. That's HOMEPROFIT coach2012@gmail.com. Answering the following questions. What do you want your audience to be able to trust you for starting today? It could be honest reviews, practical training, a stable path to grow a home-based income. Whatever it is, tell me. and saying it out loud will help you own it. This is a three-part series on shiny object follow-up, rebuilding trust has helped you. Please share it with another marketer or home-based business owner who needs a reset. I'm Howard Martell, broadcasting from my space capsule here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. U.S. Navy Service Disabled Advantage visits and a business owner of some type and coach for over 30 plus years. Thank you for listening. Stay steady, stay honest, and keep building something you can be proud to stand behind. If you like it, I can help you tie these 3 episodes together with a mini series. And that's what's going to happen is that the next series, we are going to talk about the next objects of shiny object syndrome. Take care. Feel free to share this out when this is posted. And I want to see each and every one of you be the top of your business, whatever you're doing, affiliate marketing, direct sales, whatever you're doing, we can definitely help with our AI tools. And those 2 websites here are my primaries that I promote. I use the AI tools to promote my secondary business. Take care. God bless.